What's going on, YouTubers? I don't know what the fuck is going on with my phone. My phone is acting crazy. Anyway, I want to give a shout out and my condolences to anybody out there who grew up liking, loving, and loved ones, friends, whatever. You know, um, since it's three people in a row, I like to give my condolences to the family, loved ones, and fans all around the world. To Malcolm Jamel Warner, aka Theodore Huxtable, Mr. Black Sabbath himself, Ozzy Osbourne, and of course now, as of this morning, to the late Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna leave it as that. I know a lot of people there's a lot of controversial shit with Hulk Hogan, aka Terry Bollea, but I'm not gonna go into that. The man is dead, and I don't know what's factual and what isn't, what's factual or what's fictional. So I'm just gonna leave it as rest in peace. And my condolences to the loved ones and everybody who's fans, include myself, all around the world. I did ironically get a chance a couple months ago to meet him at one of the shows here in Jersey, and I didn't know what it was going to cost. And again, I've said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it. And I keep saying it, but then I'm not listening to it because a couple times, after what happened to Roddy Piper, I should have learned. And evidently, I always keep talking about how, you need to, if you want to meet somebody, you should just go ahead and do it. Get shit signed by them because you never know. Nothing's promised. And tomorrow's not promised to no one. And this is a prime example because I was like, I thought I would have way more than enough time to maybe see him and or get something else autographed by him. But evidently, as of today, that's no longer going to happen. So listen. If you have an opportunity to do so, seize it while you can, because again, tomorrow's not promised to anyone. He is probably the third celebrity this year that, or in the last, between this year and last year that's happened to me. So I'm gonna really start taking more heed to what I'm saying myself. Anyhow, I gotta get ready to go look some shit up with my boy Tony. I spent about an hour in my chair. Then I ate some banging ass spaghetti and lasagna that I made a couple days ago, and I feel good. I didn't eat a lot. I ate just a little bit of both, and I got some energy. Anyway, this is the stuff I picked up today. Mass majority of this stuff was from Columbus, and this little bit of stuff here was from Red, White, and Blue. So let's get to it. Okay, so I found out the guy name is Andrew. That's the guy that I got this stuff from a couple of weeks ago. Oh, something fell. These Star Wars figures with the weapons and stuff. And then last week I got the white Sega Saturn by itself with the R2-D2 Xbox 360. And some other game stuff as well, including the PSP and some other shit. So I'm gonna show you everything I got from him. Then I'm gonna work it out from there. So I think I gave him about $200. We worked the deal out, and of course I brought some stuff for like $1 something, and then I came back later and brought more shit. And then he gave me some other shit for a cheaper price, so I just went ahead and said F it and just brought more. So I'm about 200 in with him. So let me show you what it is. I got excited because I saw this Sony PlayStation PS4 Pro. Unfortunately, don't get excited for me. The God of War PlayStation is not in there, but it is the box for it. So, but this was the one that was in there. I believe this is also the Pro. So this black PS4 is in there. Well, it was in that box. That's probably why, when I got there, it was still sitting there. So anyhow, he sold me this box. I actually brought it. I brought these. I could break down what I brought. On 3 different occasions with him today, but it makes no sense. It's gonna take more time, so I might as well show everything I got from him. So that I actually got somewhere else. So here we got 3 Sega Genesis controllers. We got a generic one and we got 2 licensed ones. So we got 3 of these. Whoop. We got this PS4, which came in the God of War box. We got this Nintendo 3DS XL, I believe. Or just a regular one. I got that box. And then for the Game Boy, we got Frogger's Adventures. We got Tack. It's actually a pretty decent game. For the DS, we got Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer. Then we got here Sonic Classic Collections for the DS as well. And then we got Super Mario Brothers. Hee hee. It's a me, Mario motherfucker. Then for the 3DS, we got Lego Star Wars 3. And then here we got Rock Band for the PSP. I actually like that game. Well, who doesn't? Who didn't like Rock Band? Then for the DS, we got Mario Kart DS. Just a booklet. So now we got the booklet there. And then I think I got this from him. I don't remember, but I think I may have gotten this from somebody else. I don't even fucking remember. But we got here a licensed Nintendo 64 controller. Then for the Sega Saturn, we got Virtual Fighter 2 booklet. And he did charge me for these. Then we got Sega Saturn's NHL 98. Hey, I got a fart, man. Let me out of this thing. I gotta go use the bathroom. Yeah. And I'm guessing this was there. This is a RF switch with the, I believe, GameCube, whatchamacallit, that snaps into it. And then we got the Nintendo 64 adapter. I think I brought some of these on from Skylar yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Instruction manual for the Sega Saturn. And I think this was also in there. Oh, disc 2 though. Damn, that sucks. So only 1 disc. Not worth nothing now. And we got, I believe there's some games in here. It better be. So we got this Sega Saturn bootleg sample. Okay. Then we got, for the Sega Saturn Daytona USA, Virtua Cop. Virtual Cop 2. No, Virtual Fighter 2. Virtual Cop. I can't read, y'all. Hold on, let me put this down for a second. Yep. Virtual Fighter 2 for the Sega Saturn. And then we also got for the Game Boy Advance Namco Museum. Then we got here Resident Evil 2. PlayStation disc 1. That sucks. And then we got There Goes the Neighborhood. WWF in the house. Sega Saturn. Who'd ever fucking knew that I'll be picking this game up, knowing that, you know, within God knows how long, Hulk Hogan passed away. It's crazy. But here, it looks like it's not open. Looks like it's Ahmed Johnson, Triple H, Vader, Goldust, Ultimate Warrior, Owen and Bret Hart, the British Bulldog, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels. So, I guess they're the only ones that were in here. But whatever, that's in there. Then a whole bunch of paperwork. He did charge me for these. I thought this shit was gonna be like just thrown in for a couple of bucks. He talking about like $10 paperwork, and I'm like, get the fuck out. I told him, I said, get the fuck out of here, man, with that shit. I was like, keep that shit. And he's like, all right, so I give it to you for this price. I was like, I'm about to say, get the fuck out of here, man. So we got Donkey Kong Returns for the Wii. We got some more pamphlets and shit. GameCube Metroid Prime. PS3 Tekken. Booklet. Game Boy Advance. Castlevania. Booklet. I mean, I thought he was out of his fucking mind. Because he gave Sam some great prices. Then he was trying to hit me in my fucking head. And normally he don't do that. The Mario Galaxy. Another Mario Galaxy booklet. Poster. a PSP, Madden 08, what's it call it. And we got here Grand Theft Auto. Now this going in the garbage. I don't watch bootlegs. I don't support them. Oh yeah, I showed you all that. And then what the hell is this stuff? Looks like more. Hold on. Looks like more bullshit. So when he put the stuff out, I was like, man, you out your fucking mind. You talking about $10 a book, but I give you a deal. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, nah, you keep that shit. And then he gave me a better deal. I was like, nah, not today, bro. We ain't doing all that. Hit me in my fucking head, man. This is brand new. Yoshi instruction booklet. I guess this goes for something. I don't know what. Then in here we got just a whole bunch of shit. Just booklets, 360. These look like just yeah, just fucking paperwork and game covers. I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was out of his fucking mind, man. And you got here an original Game Boy battery cover. I don't know what that's to. Some kind of like bullshit Game Boy system here. Look like more shit for Game Boy. So Game Boy paperwork and all that nonsense. So all that, including this Game Boy. And does come on. And I still got to order 2 of these for the other 2 Game Boys that I picked up from Whatnot, from this kid named Skylar, early in the week. So that's that crap. And again, you guys already saw this bullshit. You guys saw this. You saw the PS4 and you saw the Nintendo 3DS case. Whoop. There's a game. Alrighty then, and that's everything I got from him. Now, leaving, because it's right here in front of me, there's one guy, older black dude, heavy set, always dressed like a bum. He be having like a lot of shoes and shit. So a black brother was with a kid, and he asked to do how much, and he said, yo, I only want $30 for all that. So I was standing there like a deer in headlights, like what the fuck? And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I thought the guy was gonna be smart enough to take this. Now mind you, there's 2 Xbox Ones here. 1, 2, Xbox 360, and 3 Wii's. Yeah, they're all missing the covers, but this one had Wii Fit in it. The other 2 didn't, but they both come on. And this top Xbox One had Titanfalls 2 in there, inside of it. And I told you guys numerous times, and I will continue to contest this. Whenever I come across a video game system, a handheld or system, whenever they have a game inside them, I would say 7 to 9% of the time they always fucking work. So I'm gonna stay with that. So I only paid $30 because when the guy walked, I mean, I knew if I would have said, well, what do you want for this? I mean, how much you asking? He probably would have took them all. Because as I was looking at them, he was like, oh, so your brother, well, which one is that? Is that the Xbox before or after the 360? I said, no, this is the one after the 360. He said, oh. And he kind of had that like, oh shit, because he knew I was taking it. I mean, come on, man. No wires, no nothing, but who gives a fuck? Like, come on, 3 Nintendo Wii's, 2 Xbox Ones, and a 360. I don't know if the 360 works because I don't have the power cords and shit for it. But I know that Xbox One works, that Xbox One worked, and all 3 of these Wii's work. $30 is all he wanted. He had no wires, no controllers, no nothing with them. I didn't give a flying fuck. $30. That's crazy. All right. Now, This guy, now I did go there looking for White Mike again, and Mike wasn't there. Oh, and on top of that, I almost forgot. With this stuff I picked up from this dude named Andrew. Again, this whole stack of stuff. The PS4 along with the PS4 Pro, God of War box. This is also part of the deal of the because I gave him like 200 for him. It was, like he charged me one price for the PlayStation earlier and it didn't sell. And he charged me a certain price for the 3 Sega Genesis controllers. And again, this stuff also came in there. I believe the Nintendo 64 controller was part of it. I don't remember where I got it from, so I'm just gonna put it with that. I believe also the Nintendo 64 adapter. And there is a Oh wait a minute. As a matter of fact, no. This is a. I'm sorry. I knew it was something wrong. So there was 2 Sega Genesis controllers, and this is a Sega Saturn controller because it's the bootleg one. Sam took all the other Sega Saturn controllers. The 2 regular Sega Saturn controllers, and a big one that comes with that something night game or something like that. That's a real expensive one. He was gonna throw me one, but I was like, don't worry about it. I ain't gonna do that to you. But he did get there first, so it is what it is. But anyhow, I also forgot these were there. This says compatible with NES, Super NES, and Sega Genesis. So he sold me 2 of these for the same price I paid for the Sega Saturn bootleg and the 2 original Sega Genesis controllers. But all that was part of the 200, including this. So again, that's this, all this stuff here, including this paperwork you just saw me go through, these 2 empty boxes, that box, and this. So all that came from him. And then moving back to the other guy, again, I paid $30 for 6 systems. No wires, no nothing. He just wanted them gone. So at $30, I'd be a fucking fool. Not to mention, I do have Wii stuff in here that I purchased from this guy. Now, again, going to Mike. I guess by the time I got there, he left. I think the guy said that he had to go take care of something, so he gave him some stuff. And this is the stuff that he left him. And I got him for, I think I paid about $20 for all this. Now, you got this with the black nunchuck. You got this Xbox camera. You got this bootleg GameCube controller. There's 2 Nintendo Wii adapters. 2 of them. This is also in this deal because this is the Sega Saturn AV cable. That was part of this. I had everything all mismatched. So again, I paid $20 for all this. Again, the GameCube bootleg controller. This for the Wii. Xbox One Connect camera. We got 2. I think we got 3 AV cables for the Wii. Now, mind you, I got all this stuff way before I even knew that this guy was doing this. So, this is just something I was like, fuck it. I'll come across Wii's and I wind up coming across them. So, there's 3 sensor bars and 3 AV cables, 2 adapters. $20 for all this. And this. I believe this may work with Nintendo. Reason why I'm saying that is because of I don't go by the AV thing. I normally go by, it's right here. This looks like it'll fit right in. So I'll probably test this and see. Hopefully it does. And again, I brought that before I went back to Andrew and noticed that he had these. So yay to all that. And then this dude here, I paid him one price for this bag of stuff, including this. And I forgot when I went back to the guy that sold me this stuff, he did have the original Xbox controller, but it didn't have this breakaway piece. Something told me to fucking buy because I probably would have got it in the deal, but I was being stupid. And by the time I went back, he wasn't even there no more. And I don't know, whatever. But, well, I got a breakaway cord now. Just a breakaway piece. It's easier to come across original Xbox controllers than it is to come across these breakaway pieces for them. So whenever you guys see these, always pick them up. And just to make this shit a lot more simpler and actually, because I got this from him too. And then I just said, yeah, because I brought all this and I think I paid, he gave me all this for 15. So let me show you guys this first, and then I'll initiate how we made a deal for this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and say that maybe this, I believe, was in this. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I don't even fuck remember. But I know he did all this for 15 bucks. He was like, "How's 15 sound?" And again, that was including this breakaway cord, because the first initial thing I brought from him was these. I handpicked this stuff. So let me put this down for a second and show you guys. So again, I handpicked this stuff, and I was like, okay. I figured I'll just deal with this. And again, this is before I even knew that I was gonna get an Xbox One or anything like that. I just brought this stuff because I was like, you know what? I'll just put this stuff with the other stuff. I mean, with the other systems and shit that I have and I put away and all that stuff. So now I gotta go and pick up. Now I gotta go get more Wii controllers and other shit that I got and stuff like that. So I think let me just put all this together. So he did. I should have did all this way before. My apologies. This is why sometimes it makes sense why people sometimes it makes sense why people edit. So all of this I paid 15. So I picked this stuff here. There is no Mario DS in here, but I thought I had a Mario. I did get a Mario, but it was a Super Brothers. It's not the Mario Kart. So that's why I got that case. But all this is, I paid 15 for all this. So for the 360, you got Grand Theft Auto 5. For the PS2, you got True Crime. That one and the LA one is Streets of LA and the New York one are pretty decent games. For the Wii, we got Star Wars, Lego, The Complete Saga. We got Eminem's Kart Racing. Then for the PS3, we got Uncharted and Uncharted 3. Then we got Grand Theft Auto 5 also for the PS3. And then for the Xbox One, we got Minecraft and Forza 5. Then we have an empty case for the Nintendo DS, Mario Kart DS. Then for the original PlayStation, we got Knockout Kings, Moto Racer 2, and Rainbow Six. And then we got one of the Wii U, one of the Wii stands. And again, this is the breakaway cable. And then this is just a HDMI cord. So I got all this stuff for 15 bucks from that guy. And then as I was walking away, I was like, you know what, Mike? Fuck it. Just ask him. And I was like, yo, let me ask you a question, hypothetically. What would you do? And these are my exact words, quote unquote. What would you do for the remainder of the games? And he was like, and he's like, oh, what, you want the PlayStation also? And it's funny because when I walked by him, I did notice it was a PS1 sitting behind the boxes, but I totally forgot about it at that moment. So I was like, oh yeah, sure. And he was like, $60. How does $60 sound? And I'm like, yeah. And he said, oh, don't forget the PlayStation. So there was original PlayStation right here. And then there's all this stuff. So we got here a Wii controller. We got here, oh shit, that's a Nintendo Switch controller. I thought it was like a computer one. I didn't look at it earlier because I didn't have my glasses with me. We got here a PS2 memory card. We got here an original Xbox controller. Well, Xbox 360 controller, excuse me. Then we got this, it says 4-in-1. This for the PS2. And then we got for the Sega Genesis, we got NHL 96. I mean, I normally don't like mess with these kind of games, but they are boxed. So that probably makes it a $5 game. So we got NHL 95 and 96. So you know this is definitely a white kid. I ain't trying to be fucked up, but you know, this is a white kid. Madden 96 as well. I don't think I even looked in these. But I'm pretty sure these are just the games anyway. I don't think there'll be nothing else in there but the right game. So again, this is what I paid $60 for. And yeah, so I'm just gonna let me just show you guys. So there's a couple of copies of these. You got the original PlayStation, you got Sesame Street, and then you got Tigger's Honey Hunt. I mean, it was all included in it. What the fuck am I gonna do? Y'all probably laughing. Hey, then you got another. Is that the same Elmo? Okay, so you got Elmo numbers and letters. For the 360, we got Sonic Free Riders. We got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Then for the PS2, we have DDR Max 2. Dance Dance Revolution 2. What's in here? I don't know. Oh, yeah. So for the GameCube, we have X-Men Next Dimension. Then for the PS2, we got Dance Dance Revolution Max again. Man, this shit feel heavy as hell. Then we got Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2010. Then we got this Metal Book Perfect Dark Zero. Zero Perfect Dark. Missing the sleeve. For the PS3, we got NCAA Football 12. Then for the Xbox, original Xbox, we got Splashdown. For the original Xbox, we got Ghost Recon 2 and Carve. And also for the Xbox 360, we got Modern Warfare 2. All these are the games that I kept that I knew that had games in it. Has another one of those, I guess, all-in-one max memories for the PS2. Then for the Nintendo 64, NASCAR 99. All the other games I left behind because they were just sports and this is just garbage. I mean, you know, again, for $60 fucking dollars, man, can't go wrong. So I believe for the original Xbox, we got Halo 2, and then we got Ghost Recon. And then these I could just show you guys. Which one is this one? This is Pac-Man World 3 for the Xbox. Then for the 360, we got Big Bumpin' Lego Indiana Jones. For the PS2, we got Speedway. For the Xbox 360, Modern Warfare 3. Black Ops. Call of Duty 4. For the original Xbox, Conflict Desert Storm. For the original Xbox, Rally Sport Challenge. And then we got GTA and Jet Set Radio. I like that game. And we got Rainbow Six 3. And then for the 360, we got PGA 3. Then going back to the Xbox, we got Mac Assault, James Bond, Under Fire, 007. Then we got NCAA Football 06. For the 360, Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon, Advanced Warfare. Then for the original Xbox, we got Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2. Burnout, Pirates of the Caribbean. Project Gotham Racing them. Then we got another copy of GTA 02 and Jet Set Radio. And then we got Herbs, Sims in the City. Then for the Wii, we got Cooking with Mama, Cooking Mama Cook-Off, World of Zoo, Carnival, AC/DC Live Rock Band Track Pack. Then for the PS2, SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. For the PS3, Star Wars The Force Unleashed. For the original Xbox, True Crime Streets of LA. For the PS2, ATV Off-Road Fury 2. For the PS2, we got Splinter Cell, Oblivion, for the 360. Dragon's Age for the PS3. PS2, we got Star Wars Battlefront. And for the PS2, we got James Bond 007, Agent Under Fire. Then we got Amped for the Xbox. We got Sims Busting Out for the original Xbox. Then we got Sneak King for the 360. That's a Burger King game. Starsky and Hutch for the Xbox. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for the PS3. Original Xbox, Namco Museum. Peter Jackson's King Kong for the original Xbox. Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy for the PS2, then Project Gotham for the Xbox, another copy of GTA Jet Set Radio, whatever fuck. Then you got an Xbox 360s, Grand Theft Auto 5. So all this stuff was $60. Again, you get this stuff, well, you get these 3 games, you get everything in this box. You get the original PS1, the Nintendo Switch adapter, controller, this Wii controller, a PS2 controller, and then all this other stuff that you guys saw earlier. So was that worth 60? Hell yeah. I thought he was gonna say like 150 or something like that. Cause I was thinking he was gonna say like, oh, like $150 or $160. And I was gonna ask him, would you do like 120 or 100 for all this, just cause it's extra shit. So that was basically my plan. So the fact that he actually knocked off about 60 or plus more than I anticipated, I can't beat that. And then moving on to this lady, I ain't gonna say her price was nuts, because I see video games be charging $350, $400 for a Sega Master System, and with the box, because the boxes people threw them away. But when she said $300, I was like, damn. And I was gonna, I was trying to make a deal with Scottish Mike, because I left my money home. So I had like, I think $200 and something in pocket change on me, and I left my money home. So, Scottish Mike made it work, and I zelled her, and I zelled this kid also, because again, I was already out of money. So I zelled a lot of people here. So I think I had like $240 or $260 on me, and I literally drove home with like $8 in my pocket. $5 for the toll off of I-95, and then another $2 and change on Garden State to get home. So I was cool with that. Then I went straight to Red, White, and Blue, and then I just went to the ATM. So this lady, I got this for $220. I paid $220 for the Sega Master System. She said it works. She's always there. I believe her. Not because she's white. I just believe her because, let me show you why I believe her. Well, mainly I believe her because I believe and trust everybody once. I would trust anybody once. I know some people heard me say that. Some of you probably just shocked that I would say something like that. But yep, I trust any and everybody one time. You fuck me over one time, you'll never fuck me over again. Because, like they say, shame, whatever the fuck that saying says. I don't want to fuck it up like former President Bush, George Bush Jr. said. But, hold on, let me take it out. Because I don't want to fuck up anything. And no, I don't even know why nobody didn't even make her an offer, to be quite honest. But got all this stuff here, and this kid name is Mike too. That's funny. So you got a Sega Master System here with Hang On and Safari Hunt. Looked like it was taped. And you got this controller. That's mine. That's the only thing. Oh, okay. See that? I got another whatnot package. So we're gonna open that too. So we got the adapter. We got the zapper. Wait a minute, didn't I just? Whatever. We got here 2 controllers. I don't know where the AV cable is. So she probably left the AV cable in the TV. But that's easy. That's an easy fix. That's a lot cheaper and easier to get than getting 2 Sega Master System controllers. And you got the Sega Master System controller thing here, which is not even part of this. But she threw it in there. I didn't even notice that. I just opened up a little bit and I saw that this stuff was still in plastic. And okay. I knew I was bugging out. So there's 2 zappers, 2 phasers. So I guess they must have brought 2 of them. So I guess player 1 and 2 can have their own zapper instead of sharing it. I don't know, but whatever. I'm not gonna put that back in there though. But yeah. So I paid $220 for that. $220 out of $300. She wouldn't go that low, and she started mentioning eBay. So we both looked up eBay. She was actually cool about looking it up. Most people are not. Most people get intimidated, and they just don't want to do it because they don't want to put their shit lower than what it is or whatever. And it is her product. Just like I'm the same way. I would go by eBay, but I won't go by eBay because at the end of the day, whenever somebody sells something on eBay, is their fucking business. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you got to sell it just because they selling it for that price. But whatever. So that was and we zelled. I zelled her. I zelled him. I didn't zell him on the first deal for the 15 for this stuff, but we did that. I zelled that. I zelled this. It was some other thing I zelled as well. Oh, I also zelled Andrew some of the other stuff because I didn't have the cash. I knew I had to at least go home with $8. I have change in the car, so I bought a bottle of water and drove and called Pablo, and I was like, fuck it. So I just went straight to whatever. So let's get to it. This was in that thing. That's garbage. So they had this for $14.99 for a PlayStation 4 controller. It's dirty, but hopefully it works. Oh, I forgot about this. I also got this from this other guy I brought toys from before in Columbus. He took the last of my money. The last of my money out of the 8, I think I had like $22 or $23 or something like that, minus 15. So this was 5, and then this was 15. So he just wound up, doing this for 10 and threw that in. So he said, just give me 15 for both of them, for both bags. So I agreed to that. And yeah, so I got these for $15. All right, now moving on. Oh shit, I'm forgetting this too. So this other kid, the same kid I brought that Namco PlayStation Zapper from last week. I brought that and a couple other games from him and his girlfriend, white kid, real cool kid. I got this stuff because you guys know that I actually still buy, even though Isaiah doesn't show no interest, I still buy the Hot Wheels for him. He used to love these things, but ever since K-Day, ever since Kmart went out of business and there's no more K-Day, he's not that interested in this stuff no more. But I still buy them, so that way when he's ready for whatever the fuck he's ready for, he could just sell all these shits, do what he wants to do with them. So that stuff's for him. So I got that and this stuff. I think I paid like $40 for all of it. The cars, Xbox One, Resident Evil. Again, no pun intended. I didn't think I was gonna get this stuff. And then he also had his ultimate codes for use with Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell for PlayStation 2. And I also got this PlayStation's Time Crisis. And then I also got these two guns. I think they're missing something because they come with that, but I don't remember the PlayStation using these. So I got to do some more research on them, but I just took them anyway. So that's everything I got in a flea market today. So this is everything I got from Red, White, and Blue. Let's get this out the way first. These are Ben 10 aliens. I've seen these at a couple of toy shows, so for like $15, $20 a pop. So that's the only reason why I brought this, is because I know that Ben 10 because of the emblems there. I know Mikey when he was a little younger, him and Michelle loved Ben 10, but I know I brought him some of that very few action figures. But this is Ben 10 is Ben 10. I mean, it was like $8 for the bag, and I did see some of these sell at a couple of toy shows for like 15 plus each. So that's why I brought that. Only reason why I brought that. But then this, you got some bags of stuff. Pablo was actually holding this for me. So yay, thank you, Pablo, my Pablo, yeah, that's my boy. Yes, my Pablo, I love Pablo. Nah, I do love him, man. Pablo's a good dude, man. For fucking Cuban or Colombian, whatever the fuck he is. Who is that that just walked out? Where he going? Yeah, call him back real quick. I might want something. Actually, don't worry about it. I shouldn't be eating that shit anyway. It's all right. You sure? Yeah. That's probably why he didn't ask me if I wanted something, because he see me doing a video. Do you want something else? No. I don't want nothing from there. My stomach acting a little fucked up now anyway. So Pablo when I got there, I told him I was coming. I told him I was going to be an hour late, but I wound up being an hour and 40 minutes late because I went to downtown Patterson first. Then from there, I went to Value Village in Hawthorne. And then I went to the gas station, got gas, got a lottery ticket, which I very rarely play, but when I do play, I play $1, maybe up to $4. And that's it. And then from there, I went straight to Red, White, and Blue. And he was holding all these for me. I took them all because it was just a polite thing to do. And yeah, I couldn't have more Lego crap. So This seems like a Lego train set. I don't know just how much Lego shit is in here, but I gotta take this out so I can see what's bootleg, what's not, because I don't sell anything bootleg. I don't sell bootleg DVDs, tapes, nothing. Sneakers, shirts, nothing. I throw all that shit away. And these are all like $8. This is another bag. Here is another bag. So I might just go through these bags, and whatever it looks like related train stuff, I'll just put it all in one box. And here is another. Whoa. That's the last thing I need is my acetone to fall. There's another bag. And here is yet another bag. I think this bag is the one that don't have no Legos in it. And then this one came out later. And I just wound up taking it. But only it was like $2 cheaper, and it's like an airplane in it and shit like that. So yeah, so I got all that. And then this also, this is a bin of stuff. You know, like a year ago, or I mean, well, ever since I've been going there, they always they used to always put prices. They use marker to put prices on their stuff, and they taped up anything that was Lego. Anything that was in the bin, they taped up. Now they don't do that. This is nice. Look like there's stuff in it. Yeah. I don't want to mess this thing up. This is really nice. A Lego train. Then there's other stuff in here as well. So I'm going to go through this, but here's a figure. This is a Harry Potter. This is probably a $10 figure alone. And this bin was actually, I'm not going to say what the bin price was, just because I don't want nobody else going in just thinking that, you know, whatever. Let's just say they used to have a regular size bin. I used to be 100. I mean, it got to the point where for like 2 years, all they bins started being $150. No, actually, no, 89 or 80, 79 or 89. Then they started doing bins at like right before the business got sold. They started doing bins at 150, which is fucking outrageous. But some people were still buying them. And I would get mad at people that bought them just 'cause, I mean, I understand you buy them because you're like, hey, you're a Lego person, but from a person that's like me that's gonna build them and resell them, you're fucking it up. But then now they start bagging everything up, which is a stupid way. I mean, they're making less money by doing this, but who am I to stop them? But he should be worth at least some of what this bin cost. But anyway, y'all, I got to go. Thanks for watching everything that I picked up, and this video wound up being a lot longer than I expected it to be because I just kept over talking myself. But thanks for watching.